What's going on, everybody? This is Knife Standards. Today I have two knives to unbox and check out, do a little overview of. We got something in from Vosteed and we got something in from Vero. Pretty excited to check both of these out. I obviously know what's in here. It says on the box. I have no idea what's in there. I just wanted to say a real quick thank you to everyone who got in on the drop. Thank you for another amazing, successful drop. There was one RR3, the last RR3. It may have been my favorite version, with the blue camo quartz inlays. And then we also had the RR Standard Pluses. So if you didn't get in this week, definitely check it out next week. The drops are going to be happening on Fridays. And the time changes around a little bit, but make sure you're signed up for my newsletter to find out exactly what time and what's dropping, little sneak previews. I'll send it out usually on Wednesday or Thursday. Let you guys know, and you can find my newsletter at knifestandards.com. It's right on the homepage. You just scroll down a little bit. There's my other stuff. All right, cool. Let's get into it. What should we check out? Let's check out the Vero first. So we got the Avid one. This is Vero's budget, quote unquote, budget knife. I looked at the prices real quick. I'll have to look at them again, but we'll talk about that in just a second. You know, budget has a different meaning for different people, obviously. For me, a budget knife is going to be something, let's get this unboxed, is going to be something that's like 150 or less. And one brand that comes to mind right away for budget stuff, got a little microfiber cloth. Oh, cool, it's a little bit smaller than I thought, is Asher. Asher knives. You kind of know the price point. For a long time, it was sub $100, and he's kind of stepped it up just a little bit. But you're getting something really high quality for, I don't know, I don't remember. I think I paid $120 for the last Asher that I bought. So anyway, so these are coming in. I should really pull up the pricing, but I'm sure you guys can look it up. Looks like we just have some scuffs or some, I don't know what that is. These are like 200 to 250-ish. I think that a lot of people have been waiting to get a hold of a Vero for less money, and you know, more availability. So that's what this is. I forget what the name is, but his other model, it's a titanium frame lock. That was going for like $450 or something. So this is definitely more affordable than that, which I think is a good thing for a lot of people. Let's flip this open. Got a flipper tab, front flipper, and his signature opening slot, which is good to see. Pretty sure the OEM on this is Best Tech. Nice, very cool acoustics. Looks like a titanium liner. Cool. Very smooth action, middle finger flick. Awesome, okay, nice. I'll try the front flipper in a second. But what was I saying? Oh, I just don't know if, for me, I can only speak for myself. Personally, for me, if something is, let's say $350 compared to $250, I'm not gonna say no to it for $350 and say yes to it for $250. You know what I mean? Or if it's a knife I really want for $375, but then this is available for $275, or you know what I mean? Like, it's not that big of a, I don't consider in the 200 range a budget knife. That's what I'm trying to say. So it is more budget friendly, definitely, compared to his other stuff, which is, you know, 400, 425, 450, whatever. But I just don't know if it qualifies as a budget knife. So it's good to see. I think this is definitely a cool design. Obviously, I like the two-tone G10. I can't tell. I guess it is two pieces of G10. Very nice. So you got the bolsters, gray G10. The texture is great, not too rough. You guys know how I feel about super kind of textured, rough sandpaper G10. Not a fan. Let's try this front flipper. Interesting angle. Let's check it. Let's see. Nice. Okay. It's not the most intuitive front flipper, but it works well. A little bit, my finger's already kind of beat up right there, so a little bit tough on my finger. Yeah, I don't really need the front flipper there. I know it's there and people like different opening mechanisms, but for me, the middle finger flick, the slot works really well. Action, super smooth. And the back flipper, it's interesting. You know, EMP EDC has a flipper kind of like this where it's almost like a hidden flipper. You know, you don't have that sticking out at the bottom. So I think that is also cool. They're both doing that. Wire clip, stonewash on the finish. And we got S45VN blade steel. No idea what the heat treat is like on S45VN from Bestech. But this is smooth. I like the full back spacer, reversible wire clip. I think it's a little silly putting number 633 because I don't know, after a certain number, what's the point of the numbers, you know? Number 4,500 and, you know, it's like, come on. But if it's number 60 or number, you know, 100 or 120 or something, or number 4, I mean, I think that's really cool. Anyway, ergos, very comfortable. I really could use some jimping up here. But I do feel this wire clip just a little bit. Overall, I think this is a cool design. Very nice, smooth, fun, and less expensive for a Vero design, which I think is definitely a cool thing. So it's good to see. I like it. Very smooth, snappy, good acoustics. Cool knife. Vosteed coming in hot. Let's see what we have here. What is this? Ooh. That's kind of cool. I don't know what this inlay is. What is that? Does it say? Nope. They really need to put some info on their stuff, but this is cool. I've seen this knife. I'm gonna get the Vero out of the way. I've seen this knife before. I've seen it on, I think, Instagram, YouTube, and I was interested in checking it out. Looks like a top liner. Yes. Top liner lock. This is mine. So you can see similar locking mechanism, both from Vosteed. Again, I don't really know what this inlay is. It feels like titanium. Maybe it's, I don't know though. Weird. If anyone knows what it is, let me know. Nice. Middle finger flick. Cool blade shape. Got a little sheep's foot action going on. Ergos are surprisingly good for this clip, which you guys already know I am not interested in. But it's actually not that offensive on this knife. For whatever reason, kind of fit. Oh, no, it's poking me now. So just a little tip, just right there, it's kind of poking me. But action, super smooth, slow roll, good. I like the shape of the opening hole. I like these different types of opening holes more and more. I think that's really interesting instead of just that kind of, you know, oval shape or a square or kind of this rectangle. I think it's cool to keep it fresh, keep it interesting with different opening hole shapes. Pretty cool front flipper. This looks like it's going to be a very satisfying front flip. Pretty nice, actually. Nice. It is satisfying. Okay, cool. Interesting. I like this knife. I want to say it's called like maybe the Gator or something. This is S35VN. I don't know what the price is for this guy. Vosteeds are usually coming in around $100. So that's just about what I would expect with this one. I would love to see an even fancier version, get some zirconia or some Damascus going on. And then it would be nice if they didn't have this machine satin, but it is a budget knife. I get it. But a belt satin on here, this feels flat ground to me. Hollow grind on this, whew, man. So pretty cool. Vero, pretty cool. I like both of them. Nice, nice little kind of budget array. And get my Vosteed Martin out, just to show you guys a little size comparison. Nice, yeah, this is surprisingly comfortable. This doesn't look like, I'm sure people say that about my knives sometimes, where it doesn't look like it would be comfortable, but really nice, comfortable. The G10 feels good, good grip. I like a little thickness to my knives, and this has that, so very cool. All right, guys, let me know what you think of these knives. Would you carry them? Would you buy them? For me personally, I keep forgetting to do that part of my review, like would I actually buy it? You see, I do have the Vosteed Martin. I bought this thing. I bought this one. The top liner lock is great, snappy, thumb studs, cool. So I feel like if I was into an opening hole, I would also get this, but I only need one of these and I prefer thumb studs. So am I gonna get this? No. Vero Avid 1, cool. Is there gonna be an Avid 2? But acoustics, awesome. I don't really need the front flipper. Would I buy this? No, not for the money. I feel like if there's another tier of budget knives that he does where it's even a lower price, then yeah, sure, why not? I mean, I think they're good designs. I am a collector, so I think it would be fun to have. But I feel like this kind of mid price point isn't quite for me right now. And of course, that can always change. But I'm sticking with my Vosteed Martin, even though, let's compare these clips real quick. Even though I actually like this thicker clip, this is less sharp than this one. So anyway, all right, guys, I'll catch you later. And again, stay tuned for my next RR Standard Plus drop coming in hot this Friday and every Friday. I'm gonna try and get at least a couple more drops in before a Blade Show West coming soon. All right, guys, catch you later.